after spending my vacation eating pizza in northeastern Pennsylvania. It was the best place to eat pizza, I promise you. I wanted to do this one on breathing. So this one just really helps you with the breathing. So you're inhaling, scooping, broadening the chest, and you exhale as you drive outwards. So this one's really rhythmic with the breathing. All these exercises should be, I was even planning on having one where you just breathe, but I didn't want anyone to pass out. So the better you get at these, if you find one exercise that's a little easier, you can focus more on the breathing. So this one's just really good for that. This one's in no way easy. This one's pretty tough. You should really feel the hamstrings on this one. So you're pushing off the back foot, kind of almost like you're propping up your whole spine, thoracic spine, torso on top of your front hip. So you gotta lengthen at the start, but each repetition there really helps drive, lengthen, scooping. You're gliding your elbows along your torso, trying to pull your elbows kind of inwards as you push out. So I really like this one, spreading of the palmar fascia. You should really feel those wrist extensors, the back of your forearms. Trying not to get too hunched up there. So I just do 25 on each leg and then do another 50, switching it up. 50 on one leg is tough. I really had a burn going on. So if you want to do 50, good for you. Here we can kind of see, it's hard with the light, but that stretch along the whole posterior chain muscles, like in the rest of the videos, it's just targeting a little bit differently. This one you're definitely gonna feel in your front hip, the outside. Definitely a lot of stretching there, a lot of engagement. Balance should be a little tested here. You don't want to be on that back heel. So we're propping ourselves up. Really think about lengthening. So as the back foot pushes off the toe, the front foot has to resist. So we're not letting that knee go forward. Everything is just helping generate more resistance against gravity. And that helps us get a more clean, isolated hip hinge. Just same old story with the rest of these exercises. This one's really good for the imbalances. A lot of us are twisted one way or the other. So you might notice, hey, I'm a little more unsteady on this leg. It might be a weakness in the foot. It might be immobility in the hip. Might be twisting torsion of the spine. All of those things actually tend to go together. You think like, oh, that's so many different things. But it just starts in one place and works its way to the rest of the spine. So you're trying to really push off the ground with your ankles, push off the ground with your hip, lengthening. Here's just another view. This one gets a little tricky, especially with those shoulders. Try not to let them hike as high as I'm letting them, but just do your best. That's the goal with these fast ones, is maybe we're not doing it 100%, but when you're doing 100 repetitions, you're gonna get burnt, and you're gonna get better. You're kind of teaching yourself the exercise. And a lot of exercises, videos I've done in the past, like I've said before, it's more focused on really getting strict, really strict. So this is kind of the opposite idea of teaching you to find the wall resistance, that whole body active stretch through repetition. Instead of getting frustrated, not feeling the wall, hopefully this repetition, eventually you'll just teach your body, teach your muscles to work. And then maybe you can spend some more time getting strict on all these exercises, finding that wall earlier and earlier. And if you're spending a whole month doing that, just these exercises alone, I think you'll start to get that. You'll start to get down the breathing, that big inhale, expanding the chest, expanding the rib cage, and that powerful exhale as you exert. Here's just another view at the spine. And we're trying to keep the hips as level as we can. You might notice that one hip drops a little bit. Just do your best there to keep everything straight. Lengthen the whole body. Don't forget about your neck too. Don't want to be bowing that neck. I tried to show you that the neck follows the body, follows the spine. So the spine's really not moving. It looks like it's moving, but it's the hips and the shoulders that are doing the work. There's changing the angle of the hip. The spine is holding its curves, it's holding its length. We're trying not to hike the shoulders up into the ears, all these little things that you'll just get better at and better at. And if you're falling over like I am, then you're probably testing your balance. That's good. You want to be off balance. This shouldn't be easy. If it's easy, then you're probably not giving enough intention. You're you're not lengthening enough, maybe you're bending at the spine. Again, don't get down on yourself about it, because eventually you will just get better at it. If you're committed to doing this whole month challenge of getting out of pain, you will learn, you will teach yourself, and you'll start to feel it more and more. Like I said in the other videos, at the end of this challenge, that your last week should be the toughest set, because your intention is changing. You've learned to target those weaker muscles, and you're actively stretching the tight dominant muscles and turning them off, inhibiting those. That's the major goal. Take stress off the nervous system.